Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And if you're in the path of the rain storm that we're experiencing in Kansas, I hope that it is quenching the earth's thirst and that it's not depressing you because it is a little dreary today. But we can't let that stand in our way of getting things done. And that's what I want to talk about today is our plans for the day, for each day, our planners, our organizers, the things that help us muddle through life and pretend like we're organized. And what brings this up today for me is that after writing in my journal this morning, I grabbed my Pray a Word a Day devotional published by Guideposts and discovered today's word was plan. Now, that's a loaded word for an overachiever like I am. I'm really a planning freak. The only way I feel like I can organize the chaos of my life and handle multiple retirement volunteer jobs is if I start with my daily planner. Sometimes I guess I think it gives me control over my life, but it usually ends up making me feel guilty that I didn't get everything crossed off that daily to-do list. This morning's devotional suggests that our plans may not be God's plans for us. That stopped me in my tracks. But then it made me recall one of my favorite scriptures from Jeremiah. You know the one, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you. Now, that scripture, I can't tell you where it is in Jeremiah, but that wording may not sound familiar to you if you read a different version of the Bible than I do, but it the message is the same no matter which version of the Bible you're reading. I realized this morning that if I pray about my to-do list every day, it might end differently than when I don't pray about it. I know now, years after lots of trials and lots of errors, that every one of us is a creator. We're a creative person. We create our lives new every day, and we're co creating with God. And we should be consulting Him every step of the way. Things run a lot more smoothly when we do that than if we make our to do lists without a little consultation. And things work so much better if we stop long enough to actually listen for the answer to what God wants us to do today. That's my major issue. I need to be sure I'm wearing my hearing aids and that the batteries are charged because I'm not a very good listener. Now, you're probably wondering what any of this has to do with your personal history or with memoir. A lot, actually. I probably talked about this before in a Memoir Mentor episode. But one day, our children and our grandchildren are going to want to know and need to know about our spirituality. I'm not so much talking about religious doctrine or church attendance, but they need to know what makes up our core beliefs about who's in charge of running the world. Also, they have the same needs as we do of feeling universally loved and cared for and comforted. Someone we can go to in times of need to be comforted if there's no human being around. Also, how did we acquire our spirituality and beliefs about good and bad? Uh, was it from being forced to attend church as a child? Do we belong to any spiritual groups today? Do we attend church in person or online? And what do we get out of it? What spiritual books have given us a strong foundation in our belief system? More importantly, how do we treat the people around us who may be suffering or in need? Our Memoir Mentors kit has a section of writing prompts that we call Lighting Up. And here are some of the prompts that might give you an idea of how to record some of your spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs. One of those is, what would you say has been the principle or principles that have guided your life up to now? Have you had any personal epiphanies or turning points that changed the course of your life entirely? If someone you love were to detail what you stand for in life, what do you suppose they would say? Are you an active member of a church or any religious organization? What do you feel has been the primary purpose in your life? If you could live life over or be reincarnated, what would you do differently? Do you believe in life after death? How do you think it will look and feel? Who will you see? What person's example have you most tried to follow or copy during your life? Have you ever been moved to tears or a feeling of bliss by music, art, poetry, a book, prayer, or any other kind of ritualistic practice? How did your guiding principles develop? Over time? Through struggles and trial and error? Are you part of an ethnic group that has a unique set of cultural values and customs? Is there anything in your experience that you have regrets about? A path not taken? What have been the source or sources of inspiration for you? Describe those in detail. Do you believe that miracles can occur in modern times? Why or why not? Have you experienced any? There are several more of these writing prompts that deal with spirituality and life principles. If you would like to receive this set of writing prompts, you can private message me, or you can message me in the comments section of this broadcast, and I will see about getting those to you. Just leave me your email address. So I think in this month of preparing to celebrate the birth of Jesus for Christians, it's a good time to get quiet and reflect on our beliefs and how they came about. And it's even more important to share your wisdom and your model of integrity with your loved ones. I can't think of a better gift than recording the aspects of your spirituality, either in writing or a voice recording. So with that, I will leave you until next time. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and an early Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever faith practice you follow. If you have a celebration coming up at this time of the year, may it be blessed. We'll see you next time.